Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back playing some FTB Infinity for episode 34. Now, the first thing that we're going to make today is actually a multi-block that I really never build. Like in all of my previous series that I've ever done on Modern Minecraft, I really never build this. And this multi-block is the Blast Furnace from Railcraft. Very similar to the Coal Coke Oven, but does a completely different thing. It's actually a little bit taller than the Coal Coke Oven. So in order to build the Blast Furnace, we are going to need quite a few of these Blast Furnace bricks. I believe 34 is the exact number that we need, but for some reason you can only make them in multiples of 4, so we need to make like 36. Either way, we need 9 lots of this recipe here, which means a ton of nether brick, a ton of soul sand, and 9 pieces of magma cream. Now, you'll know if you've watched any previous episodes that the way we get magma cream, by the way, I did go ahead and get some soul sand just now using my my diamond drill in the nether. The way we get ourselves magma creams is using this guy, the smeltery. Basically, now that I've got my cool draconic evolution armor, I can pretty much just stand in this smeltery and just generate blood for like infinite amounts of time. So basically, what I've gone ahead and done between the end of last episode and this episode is kind of jumped in here, gone AFK for a bit, come back after I've got like a sandwich and just like have a ton of blood. Look at that. 3,080 millibuckets of blood, which is more than enough to get us 9 pieces of congealed blood if we click on the blood, move it to the bottom, and start to pull it out. And a little while later, once we've got 9 of those, what we can do is throw them back in here, combine them up with 9 blaze powder, get ourselves 9 magma creams, throw all of it into the AE system, go ahead and shift left click on there, and we get ourselves 4. Wow, okay. Well, I kind of thought we had a bit more netherrack than that. It turns out we don't. So I guess we're going to go ahead, smelt up some netherrack, and come back once we have enough nether brick to make 34 of these. And basically, like I said, it's a 3x3x4 structure. I'm going to put it here for now, even though it doesn't really suit the theme of the Thaumcraft room. This is kind of the only space I can find to put it in for the time being. So I'm going to go ahead and dig a little 3x3x4 like this. And then basically, it's pretty much the exact same as the Coal Coke Oven. You're going to have 9 along the bottom here, 9 along the top. The middle 2 are going to be hollow, and the outer casing is going to be made up fully of this blast furnace. So again, guys, I'm going to go ahead, wait for all of this nether brick to smelt up, craft myself a bunch more of the blast furnace brick, and I will see you guys in a second. Okay, let's try this again. We'll take our nether brick, we'll go ahead, we'll make ourselves one more set of blast furnace bricks, and now we have enough. We can head on back over here and do something like this all along the top. Like so, down in the corners, fill in the back, fill in the floor, and then we should, I believe, leave these 2 in the middle empty, fill this in, and it should, there we go. If you see this little window at the bottom there, you know it's worked, it's formed into a fully functioning blast furnace, and we can now go ahead and open this. And basically, what we're going to use this for is to turn iron into steel. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab a little bit of iron here, and we're going to grab a little bit of coal. And basically, it works very similarly to any other furnace that you would ever encounter. Throw the coal in the coal slot. Actually, doesn't run on coal. Maybe charcoal? Maybe coal cook if we're very unlucky. But charcoal does work. Okay, there's charcoal and iron in there. It's very, 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 very excruciatingly slow, unfortunately. So it is going to take forever. Look at this, forever to get some steel using that thing. But if we leave that running for a little while, it should eventually pay out with a little bit of steel. And the good news is we don't actually need that much. So what do we need steel for at all? Actually, it's kind of an odd thing to need steel for. It's actually an IC2 machine, because today we are going to make ourselves a mass fabricator. This little guy over here, a pretty expensive machine, can consume up to 512 EU per tick, as you can see up there in the top right-hand corner. Fairly expensive, actually. It requires 4 glowstone, 2 of these advanced circuits, which are made, of course, using normal circuits with some glowstone, redstone, and lapis, like so, as well as 2 of these advanced machine casing, which are made using 4 refined iron plates. These are made by putting steel into a metal former. This is the steel from Railcraft that we're going to get. That's how we're going to make those refined iron plates, as well as 2 of these carbon plates, which you've seen before. And they're just made of carbon mesh, which is carbon fiber, which is made by crafting up some coal dust like this. A lot of coal in this stuff. Again, machine casing, 2 advanced alloys, which are compressed mixed metal ingots made up of iron plates, bronze plates, and tin plates. It's a very expensive machine. And the lapidron crystal, again made of more advanced circuits, more lapis lazuli dust, an energy crystal, which is made by compressing 9 energium dust. 9 energium dust is made using 4 diamond dust and a redstone, and diamond dust can be made by macerating up a diamond. So if we were to go ahead and grab ourselves a 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds, throw them into here. By the way, we didn't put the diamonds on the filter list for our quarry, so all of the diamonds actually still stay in the chest in the other dimension, which is a bit of a pain, but in the long run isn't too big of a deal. Let's see if we have a hammer lying around. We do not. Let's go. Actually, we have it on us. That's why it's not there. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of copper cables real quick. We only have 2, so I'm going to do that. That gets us 10. And then if we have any cutters, which we don't, which is a massive pain in the backside, let me see if I remember the recipe for cutters here. Let's get another hammer going real quick. We could, of course, use our metal former to make more hammers, but it's a bit slow for the time being until we're going to get a better power source, which is in fact what we're working towards by making this mass fabricator. Until we can get there, we're just going to go ahead and stick with these forge hammers for now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that the cutters look something like this. And I am obviously just massively mistaken because they look nothing like that. Let's have a look here. I was close. It's actually just kind of the exact opposite. Boom. And boom. Nope. How did I mess that up? How did I mess that up? Come on. How? There we go. Cutters, we'll take you. We'll combine those up with some of those copper plates. I did go ahead and get quite a bit of rubber between now and the end of the last episode, so we should be fine to actually make a ton of those copper cables here. Let's see. We'll throw you there. Let's see, rubber-wise, yeah, we got a ton of rubber. I went down and cut like a butt ton of trees down. Take a stack of those, or 34 of those, and we should, I think, then be able to make pretty much all of the processors. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, and we're out. Wow. We'll take 4 of those. There we go. That's a bit better. 4 of those, which I believe is all we need. We need, yeah, just 2 for this, and then 2 for this. Make them all into advanced ones like so. Like it's 4 of those, and we're pretty much there. We'll take the diamond dust. We can make ourselves a lapitron crystal by doing something like this. And then was it redstone in the middle? Possibly? It was. We'll take our energium dust and we'll throw that into the compressor, which should go super quick because it has a bunch of overclockers on it. Let's grab that guy. This thing can be charged up. Not going to charge it up just yet because I'm fairly certain it doesn't have to be charged up in order to make it into one of these. However, we are going to have to go ahead and macerate up 5 more lapis, which, again, that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Throw you in there. Let's... Oh, we can't access that. Let's put this stuff back in the chest real quick so we don't forget to put it in there. Once that's done, I think... At that point, we're pretty much good to go. We do need all this stuff. I'm probably going to go ahead and make both of these off camera because they're going to take a little bit of time and they're going to be a bit tedious. We can go ahead and make both of the machine frames right now. We can go ahead and... Do we have any coal dust lying around? We have loads of coal dust. We can go ahead and make quite a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I want to say that we need 6, but I might be just completely wrong there. We have to get to the bunch of carbon mesh. Let's go and compress those up in there. That's going to get us 4? Yeah, that's right, because we need 2 for each of these. That is absolutely perfect. Actually, that's kind of insane. And that worked out. Let's see, bronze. We have a teeny weeny bit of bronze. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, as well as 6 bronze, iron and copper, maybe? Iron, bronze, and tin. Okay. We haven't made tin plates in a while. Let's take a few of those. We can actually also craft tin plates if we really wanted to, but to be fair, I don't really want to. So instead, we're going to go ahead and do something like this. Boom, boom. Take ourselves... Wait, what? I'm pretty sure I made enough tin plates for that. We can also craft one. I mean, you know, it's going to take a while, but it should eventually come back. Yep, I think we're too impatient. Let's see, tin. There we go. Let's grab another one of you. Thank you very much. And is that enough? Yes, it is. We can go ahead and compress those up. That's going to get us 4. And then we should be good to go. You can go in there. The lapis dust will be complete. Thank you. We'll throw you into the AE system. Then we'll get ourselves this Lapitron crystal, which is basically an upgraded version of the energy crystal, which we haven't actually used yet, but we will come back and use later on down the line to make some sort of power storage for our industrial craft, which I've been meaning to get around to for such a long time now. We definitely need a faster way to charge up this drill, but with that, we are pretty much good to go. If these are done, which they are, I think we're almost there. All we need now is enough steel to make 8 of these plates, which is actually a heck of a lot of steel. So I have a feeling this is not going to be enough. We have 6. We are very, very close. Actually, kind of crazily close to what we need there. Let's go ahead and throw you into the rolling machine there. They're going to go ahead and turn into that, and they'll jump straight into the AE system. While that's doing that, the next thing that we're going to do is related in some way. And for those who have used the mass fabricator before, you'll probably know exactly what I'm doing here. But what I'm going to do is, actually, I'm going to go ahead and make a cobblestone generator of all things. Something that you usually just see me make in a skyblock, but we're going to go ahead and make one here. And to make that, we're going to need a bucket of lava and a bucket of water. So let's have a quick look here. We got 3 buckets. We only need 2. So we'll put one of those back. And we're going to fill one up with water. Like so. I like the fact that our water and lava is just right next to each other. One up with water. One up with lava. There we go. Didn't want to do that. You can be swizzle that back around. And then what we need to do is we need to have the water here flowing down. You need to make sure you have that gap below it there. And then we'll put the the lava over here. That's going to go ahead and form cobblestone in this block. And now, in order to automatically mine that cobblestone, we are going to use a transfer node with a world interaction upgrade in it. So let's grab ourselves one of our transfer nodes. It does have to be an item transfer node. Bear that in mind. And then in order to automatically have it mine the cobblestone, we need a world interaction upgrade. If you're playing an older version of any mod pack, it might be called a mining upgrade. Fairly easy to make. It requires a bit of iron and lapis, and we're going to need quite a few of these, but for now, I'm just going to make 2. Eventually, we're probably going to have like 64, which is very expensive. Going to require a heck of a lot of lapis, but what we can do is, first of all, eat, so we don't die, and then we're going to throw the node down right on top of the cobblestone, and once you put the world interaction upgrades in there, it will start to mine the cobblestone like so. Pretty cool, right? And you'll see why we're doing that in a second. Let's do a quick checkup on our steel. Hopefully there's 2 more. And there is. Thank you very much. I had a feeling that was going to take forever. Thankfully, it didn't. But we'll throw that back in there. Those are almost done. You can see that our power system, whilst it's working, it's not like holding up super great, in all fairness. We can put some overclockers in there, although I think that's probably just going to like slow the system down more than anything. Please work. Just, that's really, really slow. Okay, while that's doing that, I guess we can make another machine that we're going to make before the end of this episode, and one that's going to use all of the cobblestone that we're making from our cobblestone generator, and that machine is the recycler. This guy over here, probably wondering what this does. It's made up using glowstone, 3 dirt, 2 iron, and a compressor. I did go ahead and make the compressor before the video because you've already seen me make this. We should be able to just go ahead and do that. Thank you very much. And basically what this does is it turns any item that you put in the recycler into scrap. So, I was going to say not good, but our armor makes us invincible to lava, so it's not actually all that bad. And if we just kind of move this way a bit, our wireless charger charges our boots. I absolutely love that. So basically, I'm going to put this, I think for now, here. And that should charge up. That should be fine for the time being. And then let's grab ourselves some transfer pipes and start to pump all of that cobblestone into the recycler there and turning it into scrap. So do we have any pipe? We have 1. I was going to say, if we had like 50 there, we could have just used the wireless access terminal, but we don't. So, can we make some more? The answer is probably yes, but probably with quite a bit more stone. Here we go. Boom. And then, boom. I think 9 should be enough. Possibly. Let's put 1 down. Yeah, that's easy. It's going to be enough. We'll put you there. And then let's see. I think the top is where we're going to have to input the cobblestone. Like so. Let's go put the cobblestone into the top slot. I think it is. The cobblestone's then going to get turned into scrap. Now, it is a percentage chance, so not all of the stuff that we put in here is going to get turned into scrap. Although we can go ahead and speed this up by putting in some overclockers, and you can see every so often we get some scrap, which is why I'm putting cobblestone in here, because cobblestone at this point in time is pretty much disposable, and right now it's free. So we're going to have that there. Then we should be able to stick another transfer node or item conduits either. You could use both. We have some transfer nodes lying around, so I'm going to use these. Put that there, and that should fill up with scrap only, and it has done, which is very nice indeed. Now, if we finally got all of those plates, we should be able to make the grand masterpiece of this episode, that being the mass fabricator. This guy over here. Let's see. Boom. 1. Oh, what are we missing? 1. Oh, here they are. It's fine. It's fine. I got scared then. 2. And boom. Nice. That gets the mass fabricator. This thing tears through power. And for those who have never used it before, this machine is basically used to make a liquid called UU matter. And as you can see here, by putting the scrap in, we have an amplifier. And basically, what this machine does is actually working very fast. I like that a lot. What this machine does is it turns power into UU matter, which is a liquid, a purple liquid from Industrial Craft 2, and I believe it takes 1,000,000 EU to make like 1 bucket worth of UU matter, and having some scrap in the mass fabricator makes it run a lot faster. So, as you can see, we're not quite making enough scrap to keep up to the speed of the mass fabricator here, because it just tears through the scrap like it is nobody's business. Let's do a quick check around here and see, do we have some more overclockers? There's one there, and that is about it. We have more in the recycler. What I'll probably do between episodes is make a ton more of these. This might actually kind of just like be too much for our system to handle. It's not. That's kind of crazy. Now that might be too much for this to handle, although it doesn't actually look like it is. It looks like the transfer node is actually keeping up fairly well with the demand for cobblestone here, which is kind of insane. So we are actually getting quite a lot of scrap. That might just be enough to go ahead. And that made a 1 millibucket. What? What? Oh, I thought it was 1,000. Okay, so that made 1 millibucket of UU matter. 1. We need 1,000 millibuckets of UU matter in order for this to work. This is very, very, very expensive, but it's kind of required for some of the stuff we're going to make in the future episodes. So what I'll do is I'm probably going to leave this on for quite a while between episodes, and what I'm going to want is for this to actually go ahead and insert all of its UU matter into a tank. Do we have one lying around? We have this Buildcraft tank. Not really a huge fan of those, because if you try and break them and pick them up again, you lose all the inventory. So I'm going to make one of these open blocks tanks, because these are kind of infinitely expandable and kind of nice, and you can pick them up, which is always cool. Let's get ourselves some fluid ducts, if we still have those in our AE system. We do. We have one, which is actually more than enough, and then we should just be able to do something like this. We'll put you there, and then we'll just make a little tank up here like that, and I'm actually just gonna make it 3 wide for now because I like the symmetry. And if we get ourselves, is that working? Like, oh, look at this, we got a ton of scrap. That is more than fast enough to keep up with this. I wonder if we can, like, I don't know if we can put overclockers in here. I don't think we can. I don't think overclockers actually do anything in the mass fabricator, so it's not really much point. Be careful when putting those overclockers in. I just shift left clicked, by the way, because if you don't have anything in here and you shift left click, it will automatically recycle all of those overclockers very, very quickly, and you'll be a very sad person because you just spent all that time trying to work for them, and it didn't work. So we need a server in order to get this thing up and running. Let's put you on there, and it worked. Okay, I thought we'd have to put a redstone signal there, but we have 1 millibucket. 1 millibucket of UU matter. It's a very nice pink. I like the look of it. But this is going to take forever. This is going to take absolutely forever to run. So we might have to leave this for a few episodes, kind of just let it build up until we have at least 1 bucket's worth. This is going to definitely strain our lava generating system over here, which is making us power. Quite a lot of power, but probably not quite enough. Let's do one last check over here. I want to see if we have any diamonds lying around in our chest over here. We do not. Okay, well, with that, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. I know it's been a bit of a short one, but until we kind of get at least any amount of UU matter, I can't continue with what I wanted to do, so I'll probably have to go ahead and come up with something else to work on until we've got ourselves some UU matter. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, episode, like, I need to go eat some food real quick. Leave a comment down below. It does help out quite a lot. We don't have any of those. Do you have any beef? We do. Let's eat some more beef. Come on, we got this. Ugh. Okay, we're not going to die just yet. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.